Good afternoon. We are going to once again talk about sellers and why it's a very big mistake to overprice your property. Sellers, your house is nothing more than a commodity. So it's just like a car, it's just like products at a grocery store or anything else that you can purchase. That being said, it's not 10, 15 years ago where a traditional buyer would not have access to information. Nowadays, people have the internet, they have smartphones, they're able to see all of the data, they're able to see what every other house price in the neighborhood sold for. So where the resistance comes from is sellers usually have an idea of what they want for their property. As a professional realtor, our job is to go ahead, take a look at all of the properties that have sold in the area, combined with properties that are currently listed, and then take a look at the subject property, taking into account location, property features, etc., and so forth, and trying to justify a value. So even though we provide this kind of data, in many cases, a seller will still think that their property is worth a lot more. So to make it easy to understand, here's an example. Let's say you wanted to buy a 2-liter bottle of Coca-Cola. Everywhere in your area, convenience stores, supermarkets, gas stations, a bottle of Coca-Cola is more or less $3. And imagine I came along and said, hey, listen, I have a bottle of Coca-Cola for $5. As a buyer, you're going to tell me, well, Mario, everywhere in the neighborhood, Coca-Cola is $3. Why would I want to give you $5 when I can get that product for $3? Sellers, this is exactly what buyers are thinking when they see your property priced way more than any other property here. You need to also understand that we are in a buyer's market, so buyers that are taking the risk of purchasing, they are not going to overpay. And on top of that, they may even want to get the property for a little below market value, just in case property values actually go down. Now, I can totally empathize for your situation because if I was trying to sell my property, I would want maximum value as well. But that's the reason why you're hiring a realtor, because overpricing can actually lead to you selling your property for below what it's even worth, meaning that you will actually get less money. So here's my advice. You need to hire a realtor that you absolutely trust, because the realtor that you trust is going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And you want to make sure that you listen to them because they are the professional. Now, I still don't think that you shouldn't do your own homework. You shouldn't get a second opinion. You shouldn't just trust that realtor blindly. However, if they're giving you a strategy and you're actually trusting them enough to have them sell your home, you definitely should be taking their opinion, because if you don't, you shouldn't be hiring that realtor. So be smart, price accordingly, and sell for the most amount of money, and that's how you'll be successful. If you're looking for a free home evaluation, shoot me a DM. As always, happy to help. Thank you for watching.